met up with a girlfriend the other day, and she is currently a freelancer, and she was asking me a couple of questions about like, how do you get your clients? Like, how does that all happen? And I think for majority of people who work in service-based businesses, they can all agree that word of mouth is one of the most powerful ways that you are able to get your clients into your business. For me, that is definitely the case. And I also just sort of know, like, you know, when you're speaking with someone, it's so important to be able to get on the phone with them or see them face to face. And I think that there's no better way than actually developing a friendship and a relationship with them, that you can chat with them, you know, openly and honestly, and have that two-way communication through something like a phone call or a face-to-face. If you have things and get boggled down in the processes of email sequences and sending an email and sending your pricing straight away, it's just not a warm process. And so I would say, whether you're in product or service and you're thinking, man, I'm just getting a lot of churn, like I'm not getting a lot of people coming through, it could be because of the way that you're actually nurturing your audience. So for someone who asks how I get my clients, I would say from the get-go, like I take them in as like another family that enters into Bonnie Media, and really get to know them and what's important to them and where their pain points are. And when they see that you come from a caring place, and there's no better way for you to sort of do business together is knowing that you have the best intentions for one another and that trust is there. And that's super important from both ends. I want to make sure that they really believe in us and the vision that we have forward for them, but also that I'm understanding what they need and what they want to achieve, and that we're both on the same road together. So I think for anyone who's asking how I get my clients and how I can nurture them, I just say, just by being in their life and being, you know, texting them and calling them and emailing them, but less so about that whole process and more about the actual connection that you can form with them. I thought I would tell you guys a little story about how I got started out with my marketing agency and where it all began. I really wanted to sort of run my own agency and start off as a digital marketing freelancer. The very first sort of step that I took, and I think this is a great lesson for anyone who's wanting to start their own business or really work towards a certain career, is that I made it part of my identity in my Instagram bio that I was a digital marketing freelancer, and basically told everyone that I knew that I was a digital marketing freelancer doing digital marketing services. I remember I had just finished a fitness first class, and the PT came up to me because I was brand new there and said, oh, I haven't seen you around here before. And we got chatting, and he was coming out with an app. And so I was like, oh, well, if you ever need any help with marketing, let me know, as I'm now a digital marketing freelancer. He thought it was a great idea and wanted to take me up on the offer, and for me to come forward with a proposal and also a contract and everything ready so that he could then decide whether I was the right partner for him. I went home and I was so excited, and it forced me to get together all of my documents. And I remember I gave him, I think it was 4 emails per month, 4 blog posts, full graphic design, Facebook ads, website amends and copywriting, all of this for $90. And I was there thinking, this is so expensive. Like, as in what I had put forward was so expensive for him, which is so funny looking back now. And I remember I like went forward, I put it all in like a scope of works, and then I put together a contract as well. And then I went and pitched it to him, and then he thought it was a great idea and wanted final sign off from his business partner, so to speak, who I think was the app developer at the time. And the app developer said, no, we don't need your services and we won't be pursuing this any further. Thank you, goodbye. And I was like, okay, cool. But you know what? I think in those moments, you can either let sort of a rejection, you can take a personal sort of hit at it, or you can use that as fuel to the fire to then go, you know what? That wasn't meant to be. And now I'm going to work even harder on my processes, on my product, on my customer experience to make sure that I am able to delight and be able to be of service to the right type of clientele. So it was an amazing lesson for me, and that's how I got started. And then from there, that word of mouth continued to grow, where I then worked with a beautiful boutique fashion label, which then turned into another jewelry label, who I still have today. And she's grown from 1 team member all the way up to 8 team members. And she is doing absolutely amazing in the e-commerce space. And I would say that for anyone who is a business owner right now, you can all relate to that sort of starting off. You're kind of working from your garage or working from your bedroom. And I definitely started in the same way. And it wasn't until September last year that I got an office space and really took that leap to make it a little bit more professional in the sense of where I work. But until then, I was just working out of home like a lot of small businesses do. And I think it's a really great beginning to sort of start from home and then work my way from there.
3, 2.
What kind of ads really grab attention? Relevant to the time of year. Testimonials for trust. What kind of ads really grab attention? Relevant to the time of year. Testimonials for trust. Capturing users in the first 3 seconds. Content of before and afters. Captions for those who are on mute. there's something that I want to discuss with you all, probably for a little bit more of like the business owner who's already doing Facebook ads, but it's something I get asked all the time. How can you forecast your paid media spend? Like, how do you know how much to spend? How do you know if it's going to give you a return? And I think it'd be a really good piece of information for a lot of people to just be aware of when you're actually forecasting your paid media spend. So it is super important that you know how much you are going to spend, but then straight after that, what your cost per click is. So I've mentioned this before, but cost per click is how expensive it is to get someone from seeing your ad as an impression to then actually clicking through to your website. If your cost per click is high, that means that you're not enticing people at a creative and at a copywriting level to actually click through to your ads. That could also be due to the targeting as well, but more than likely it's because that creative didn't let them jump at the seams to then check out your website. Definitely check out how you can lower that cost per click. And then once you get to the website, look at how much traffic that brings, but also keep in mind your bounce rate. Yeah, basically you want to account for a bounce rate as well. That's appropriate for your business, that happens when people land onto your website from ads. Then from there, have a look at what your conversion rate is. How are people actually going once they land on your website to actually converting and becoming a customer? What's that rate? Is it that for every 100 people that one person converts, that would be a 1% conversion rate? So really finding ways to get that up because you want more people converting for the amount of people that come to the website as that grows. Then next, you want to look at your AOV, which is your average order value. So that means like how much on average are your products worth? For example, if say the Good Gun sells at $2.99, it's our only product, that's very easy. The average order value is a very easy $2.99. However, if you have a variety of products, let's just say ranging between $50 to $100, your AOV might be $80, let's just say, because more people buy the $100 items. So being mindful of that and identifying ways that without isolating your target audience, find ways that you can get that AOV up. So potentially, and you might have seen this, people start to do bundles, or they might come out with a little bit more of a luxurious collection or something that's got a little bit more effort into it so that they can get more of an average order value for each transaction. The reason why I say that is that there is more room usually for margin, and also because you want to be able to sell those higher ticket items as opposed to all the small ones that kind of take up a lot of time. And let's just say one purchase equals $300. That's better than that than 20 purchases equaling $300. So just finding that balance is really important. Finally, then from there, what your return on ad spend is going to be. So all of those things, like let's just say your conversion rate skyrockets up, that's actually going to really help your return on ad spend. But if that's super low, then that's going to affect it. But I would definitely recommend creating a like Google sheet, putting in those sort of different things that I mentioned today, and just identifying what you can do and play around with all the numbers to see how you can get to a suitable amount of return on ad spend that you're happy with your business. This wasn't a overly lifestyle-based vlog. This is very much me just wanting to sit down and having a conversation with you. And it's been so cool to be able to show you around, you know, with all the different team members, all the things we get up to. You can see that we do bits of content work. We also do marketing activities and paid media. And then also we do website optimizations. I'm so big on those three areas: content, marketing, website. Dean and I are working on a really exciting series that's going to be coming out shortly. That's going to be about e-commerce. So stay tuned for that. It's a little bit more of a sit down one as well. And then I'd love to hear from you guys about some feedback that you'd love to see on this channel. We're just getting started and we're really enjoying it. And we'd love if you shared it with a family member or a friend who is in business, or, you know, maybe runs a small to medium sized business that wants to get some tips and tricks or just get an insight into an agency. There's so many businesses that work with agencies. That's all I have to say today. I hope that you are enjoying the videos. Remember to like this video if you are enjoying it. Comment down below. Once again, all of your feedback that you have, we really appreciate it. And also subscribe. Make sure if you're watching this video and you haven't hit that red subscribe button, that you hit that red subscribe button. And you can also hit the bell so that you're notified every time we post a new video. All right, well, have an amazing rest of your day, night, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.